Cinderella story. A long time ago, there was a very beautiful girl named Cinderella. Cinderella had long red hair, green eyes, and freckles all over her nose. She was clever and kind, and she loved to tell jokes. But she was very unhappy. Her father and mother had died, and Cinderella lived with her stepmother and two stepsisters. Although they all lived in a big house, they were actually quite poor. Their money was nearly gone. Cinderella's stepmother wanted one of her daughters to marry a rich man, so they would no longer be poor.
Do you think he will notice the mole? Oh, darling, he won't be able to look away from this dress.
I bet the prince won't even notice anyone else.
Especially not that dreadful Cinderella.
I think this shade suits me perfectly.
He won't be able to look away from us tonight.
But Cinderella's stepsisters were not as pretty as Cinderella, not as kind as Cinderella, and not as funny as Cinderella. The men who came to the house always fell immediately in love with Cinderella and never noticed the stepsisters.
She thinks she's so wonderful, doesn't she? It makes me absolutely sick. But Mother, the boys ignore us.
They prefer the flawless debutantes.
Nonsense, darlings. We must devise a plan. You will clean the entire manor, scrub the floors, polish the silver, and make sure dinner is ready by 6. Do not disappoint me.
This frustrated the stepmother, so she ordered Cinderella to do all the chores. The stepmother tried hard to make Cinderella miserable. The stepsisters had beautiful dresses and shoes, but Cinderella's dress was made of old rags. The stepsisters always ate the most delicious foods, but Cinderella always ate scraps.
Eat up, girls. There's plenty more where that came from.
And the stepsisters slept in their comfortable beds in their bedrooms, but Cinderella slept on a straw bed on the kitchen floor. The animals were Cinderella's only friends. In the evening, she sat beside the fireplace in the kitchen and told jokes to the family of mice who lived in the wall. She talked to the cat.
Look at them! They're getting into the cheese again! Don't tell anyone I told you.
One day, while Cinderella was in the garden picking pumpkins, a letter
It must
arrived
be
at the house.
important.
It was an
Maybe it's about
invitation
the
to the
prince.
king's summer ball. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters were very excited. The prince will be there. He is so handsome. He is so rich. He needs a wife. The stepsisters spent weeks preparing for the ball. They bought new dresses, new shoes, and new handbags. On the day of the ball, Cinderella helped them put on their dresses and do their hair. Cinderella tried not to cry. She finished dressing her sisters and then went down to the kitchen. She sat beside the fire and sighed. Things will get better one day, she told the cat. Just then, there was a flash of light, and an old woman appeared in a corner of the kitchen. "I am your fairy godmother," said the old woman. "You are an orphan, and all
You
orphans
wish to go
have a
to the
fairy
ball,
godmother.
and so you shall. I will provide you with a stunning gown and a magnificent carriage."
The fairy godmother touched the pumpkin with her magic wand, and it turned into a golden carriage. She waved her wand again, and the mice turned into 6 beautiful horses to pull the carriage. "Stand still," said the fairy godmother. She waved her wand again, and Cinderella's dirty clothes turned into a spectacular silver dress.
Behold, the gown you were meant to wear.
2 beautiful glass shoes appeared on Cinderella's feet.
It's like a dream. You look stunning, my dear. Just remember the warning I gave you about the time.
"Now go to the ball," said the fairy godmother. "But you must be home by midnight. When the clock strikes 12, your dress will turn back into rags, and your carriage will turn back into a pumpkin."
Welcome, everyone, and I am delighted you could join us tonight. It is truly a pleasure to see you all here.
At the king's ball, the prince was very bored. He felt like he had danced with every young lady in the kingdom. All of the ladies were wearing beautiful dresses, but none of the ladies were interesting. None of them understood his jokes.
Good heavens! Who is she?
It was Cinderella, but nobody recognized her. Not even her stepmother and stepsisters. The prince's mouth dropped open.
I
He
can't
had never seen a
believe
woman
it.
as beautiful as
You
Cinderella.
look beautiful.
He asked her to dance. They danced together all evening. The prince thought Cinderella was beautiful, but also kind, clever, and funny. She laughed at his jokes, and he laughed at hers. Cinderella was having such a wonderful time that she didn't notice that it was so late. The clock began to chime midnight.
I must go! Wait, what is wrong? Stop her!
Cinderella fled from the palace so fast that she lost one of her glass shoes on the stairs. The clock finished chiming midnight. Cinderella's beautiful dress turned back into rags, and her golden carriage turned back into a pumpkin. Three weeks passed. The prince couldn't sleep. He could not stop thinking about the beautiful girl at the ball. In desperation, he gave the glass shoe to a trusted messenger and ordered him to visit every house in the kingdom. Finally, the messenger arrived at Cinderella's house. Cinderella's stepmother opened the door.
The slipper is a masterpiece of crystal, cut and meticulously crafted down to the smallest detail.
She led the messenger into the dining room,
The slipper
where the 2
is a
stepsisters were
masterpiece
waiting.
of crystal, exquisitely cut and
The oldest sister said, "Thank God, that's my shoe." But when she tried the shoe, her foot was too wide.
Push harder, you imbecile. It must fit. Show some backbone. It's stuck, Mother. I think my toe is breaking. I can't, Mother. It's stuck. Nonsense. Push. You must be the one.
It wasn't too wide. It fit perfectly.
She put her dirty foot into the glass shoe and... amazing.
It wasn't too wide.
It wasn't too wide.
It fit perfectly.
It wasn't too long. It fit perfectly.
Everything is prepared for your journey.
And before Cinderella's
Please,
stepmother and
step.
stepsisters
And
could
the
stop
dirt on
them,
her face.
the messenger
How
hurried Cinderella out the
embarrassing.
door and into a carriage. Cinderella was taken to the palace to meet the prince. She was still wearing her dirty old dress, and her arms, legs, and face were dirty. She looked at the floor because she felt so ashamed. The prince took Cinderella's hand. "Miss, please look at me," he requested kindly. And when she lifted her head and he saw her kind green eyes, he knew that she was the girl he had fallen in love with at the ball. They were married the next spring and spent the rest of their lives laughing at each other's jokes.